What you will need are 4 large eggs, 3/4 cup of flour, 1/3 cup of sugar, and a pinch of salt. We begin by separating the yolks from the whites. Do this carefully. Make sure no yolk gets into the whites. Next, we are going to add the whites to our mixing bowl. And using the whip attachment, we are going to beat up the whites until soft peak form. Also add a pinch of salt to the whites and continue beating until soft peak form. Then we are going to add the granulated sugar and continue beating for another 2 or 3 minutes until the whites become stiff. So when you turn the bowl upside down, they won't fall out. Next, add all the yolks at once and continue beating 1 minute longer until all the yolks have been incorporated into the whites. Remove the bitters, and now we are going to sift in the flour and carefully fold into the butter. Sifting the flour will prevent lumps from forming and also gives more air to the cake, so our cake is going to become light and fluffy. So fold in the flour from under, over, and then go under and over until all the flour has been incorporated into this mixture. Add the flour in a few additions, 4 or 5 additions, sifting it in. Once the flour is all incorporated, then pour this butter into a 7-inch springform pan. I like to line the bottom with parchment paper and grease and flour the sides of the pan. This will help easy to remove the cake once it's baked. Pour this cake batter into the pan and give it a few taps onto the counter before placing it into the oven. Bake the cake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius for about 15 minutes. You can check the cake if it's done by inserting a toothpick in the center of the cake, and if it comes out clean, it's done. Don't open the oven door while the cake is baking. Once it's baked, then loosen up the sides with a spatula or a knife and then remove the spring form and set the cake aside to cool completely before cutting it. Once the cake has cooled, then turn it over, remove the bottom, and then peel off the parchment paper. Then you can cut it in two and fill it with your desired filling. One of my favorite fillings is a vanilla whipped cream filling. I just love how easy and how delicious this filling is. This is one of my favorite things to do, and I'm going to leave the recipe in the description below for you if you would like to give this a try. So I use part of the filling in between the layers, and also I use a piping bag fitted with a star tip at the end, and place some of this delicious filling into this bag, and then I like to do some decoration on top of the cake. You can add some fruit and some of this vanilla whipped cream between the layers of the cake. It makes such a light and delicious cake, absolutely delicious, especially for summer. And it goes for any occasion, birthday, Mother's Day, Father's Day. You can make this cake and you are going to have a lot of wows when you serve this cake. Trust me, it's so good. It's so delicious. You won't be disappointed. And so easy to make, which is important. It's absolutely easy to make, one of the easiest things to make. And you won't be able to tell that this is an easy cake because it looks so elaborated, but in reality it's not a hard cake to pull together. So I use some of the same whipped cream vanilla frosting to cover the cake as much as you want, just a skim coat, or you can put heavier, and then finish it, as I said, piping some of this cream on top of the cake, and you can write your message on top and do whichever you want. It's going to be absolutely delicious. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. For a special touch, use colored buttercream frosting to decorate the cake. Give this recipe a try and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, enjoy the cake, and I will see you on the next video.